So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
Hey everybody, it's Beth. Welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be my POV entry into the Vinyl Community Lottery. So Robert Z again is running the lottery this year. If you guys are not familiar with him or the Vinyl Community Lottery, I will link Robert's channel below and go on to his channel and you can find videos about the lottery. There are still 2 days, I believe, to get your entries in to the lottery. And he's still asking for volunteers. So if you guys want to still volunteer to send out a prize, definitely go check his video out that he posted today. And you can still be a volunteer. So basically the topic at hand, the way I understood it, because, you know, Bobby can be a little long-winded sometimes, can't he? Got to pick on you, Bobby. So basically it's all about collecting, how we collect, what we collect, how we listen to music, on and on. Broad topic, okay? So I thought I would just share with you guys my gear, my records, how I collect, what I collect, just, you know, kind of, you know, just what we do here at Miss 80s. So one thing I want to let you guys know is I don't have my own listening space. So all this is in my living room. So it's been very difficult to find time by myself to get this done. I homeschool my children. My husband and I both work from home. So there's not been a ton of time to get this shot. So I'm trying to get it done very quickly while everybody is out of the house momentarily. So that being said, the only requirement for the contest is you have to wear green. So I have green nail polish on and Bobby said that would count. So let's get going, okay? So this is my Pioneer PL530 turntable. I love this thing so much. There's the model of it. Direct drive turntable, fully automatic start, stop, repeat, 33, 45 RPM, all original veneer on this thing. The bright work is all original. I bought it off a guy. He just kind of, you know, went through it, made sure everything was working correctly. But I've had this a few years now and I love this thing so much. I love the vintage look of it. And he put me on a aftermarket dust cover. So there is that. And then come down here. This is the head shell that I have. It is a Pioneer DJ head shell that I bought on Amazon. So the original head shell, the wires got kind of messy on it. So, and it wasn't making a good connection to the cartridge needle itself. So I had to replace that. So this is what I have. And then I have a Nagaoka 110 cartridge. Love this cartridge so much. I was only familiar with a couple other brands and I took a chance on the Nagaoka and I've been very happy with that. I love the sound of it. So glad to have that here on the turntable. And then this is my Queen slip mat that my friend David Newton sent me. And I love that and it is always sitting there. Let's see, let's go down here. This is just a Sherwood brand, don't know the number, receiver. Picked this up at Goodwill. I have a matching receiver that matches the Pioneer turntable, but it's got some problems, so it needs to go into the shop. So in the meantime, I'm using this this receiver here, and honestly, I think everything sounds better going through this receiver. So, you know, whatever, it works for now. So then let's go down here, or pull back a little bit. This cabinet I had made by a company called Sanctus Sound. They are on Etsy. I believe they probably do have their own website by now, but when I found them, they were just on Etsy, so I will try to link that if I can. But I contacted them because at the time I was looking for this similar type of little setup, and I couldn't find anything, you know, readily available. So they custom made this for me for the dimensions that I needed at the time. So there is that. And then to each side, I have a set of Technics, or however you pronounce it, little speakers there. So I like these because they're right about the same size as my table here. So I love that they're low profile. They do for me what I need. Like I said, I don't have a huge space. This is in my living room. I don't need gigantic, you know, megawatt speakers. I just need I just need something to, you know, transmit sound. So for me, this whole little setup works great for me. So that's what I love. So then we go over here. This is records that need to be filed away and need to be sleeved. So, you know, maybe I could do a video on that someday. But so these are kind of in the queue to go into the collection. And then what we have down here, these are not all, but these are a majority of the soundtracks that I frequently listen to. So I have them kind of in alphabetical order down here, but these are just part of my soundtrack collection. So they always set under here because that's what I like to listen to the most. So now we're going to jump over to one of my cubes that I have, and then we'll work our way upstairs. Okay guys, I'm going to share with you guys this. I don't share a ton about my personal life, but one of my big passions is photography. So this is one of my pictures. I call it Under the Dome. If you remember the Stephen King book, Under the Dome. But this is a real rainbow that appeared over our home place. So I took this photo in a panorama and had it put on a canvas, and now it's art and it hangs on my wall. Another one of my art pieces that I did. These are my children, so can't see their faces, which I wouldn't show them on camera anyway, but it's one of my favorite photos I ever took of them. So that is another one. Okay, we're back. So this is my cubes here downstairs that have the bulk of my records in them. So as you can see, they're a 2x4. These were from Walmart, the Better Homes and Gardens brand of cubes. And I will say this, I think they're better than the IKEA ones. I have a IKEA 2x2 upstairs, and these are just as good a quality and cheaper. So to me, they're better. So there you go. So what do we have here? Briefly, we have country music here on these top two cubes, okay? So I have them pretty much in alphabetical order straight across, but I organized by first letter, mainly. So we would have, you know, Alabama, Ashley McBride, Eric Church, E, G for Garth Brooks, and so on. So, so these cubes here are my country music. And then we come down here and we start with pop rock. So starting with A over here, going across. So we have like Adele and the Beatles and Bee Gees, Darkness, Eagles, Foxy Shazam. Let's see, Joe Walsh, Kiss, Led Zeppelin, Madonna, so on and so on, okay? So there's that. And then as we go down here, this is continuing the pop rock. And then we like this section through here, if you can see, I'm showing off those green nails, Bobby, is kind of, I would call this my like classic 50s Elvis section. So, you know, the pop rock ends about here. And then to about here is miscellaneous 50s and 60s music like Buddy Holly, Del Shannon, Righteous Brothers, Beach Boys, compilations, things like that. And then about here over, I have Elvis records. So everything from his first album to recent record store day reissues or live albums, you know, modern stuff is kind of down here, okay? Then this cube here, this whole cube, I have dedicated to Queen. So as you can see, it's not filled up yet, which is good. You know, I'm always looking for more Queen for my collection. So I have their main discography. So they're all their studio albums. I have quite a few live albums, and I even have some stuff in my, you know, cube pile that I showed you earlier that I need to still file away and put into the collection. So yeah, this whole cube is saved for nothing but Queen, because hopefully someday it'll spill over to another section. So the way I look at it, when these cubes get filled up and my cubes upstairs get filled up, that's when I need to start purging things, okay? I don't like piles on the floor. That's just me, okay? Then we're down here at the bottom. So we'll start over here at the left-hand side. So this cube is dedicated to John Carpenter. So anything Carpenter Halloween related. So yeah, not everything is Carpenter, but this is kind of my Carpenter / Halloween section. And there's my dog Ellie making a cameo, Beaglebutt. So we have Halloween scores. We have everything that I have thus far of his in the collection. I don't have all of his discography yet, but I have a majority of the things that has been put out on vinyl so far. And then over here, this is my horror soundtrack / score section. So again, it's not full, but it's getting there. So these are, you know, various different horror soundtracks, from Unsolved Mysteries to Friday the 13th to Rocky Horror Picture Show, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and so on. So this is all my horror section right here. Okay, so now we're gonna go show you some more of my photography. So there's one photo I took. And here's another one that I took. So this picture in particular holds a lot of sentimental value. If you can see in that kind of upper left-hand corner of the photo, that bird, that is a bald eagle. And I'm gonna cry. He's perched over a pond that my husband's grandfather, that was his pond. And this photo was taken the night that he passed away. So I take that as in turn, that is Grandpa sitting over his pond, watching over us. So that photo holds a lot of sentimental value to me. So it's beautiful. I mean, this video doesn't do it justice. So there you go. Okay. All right, guys, we are upstairs. So this is my kind of secondary setup that I have. This is a Fluence turntable. I was graciously awarded this as a prize in the vinyl community, this turntable, a couple years ago on Mark Golden Vinyl Spin Cafe's channel. He had hit a big subscriber milestone, and he was giving away a turntable. So I commented on the video, and he drew a comment at random on his birthday, which coincidentally was my birthday as well. And I won a turntable, and sure enough, he sent it to me. So this is a beautiful, beautiful turntable, and I love it dearly. I keep it upstairs here because we do spend a lot of time up here as well. So it is a belt-driven turntable, and it has the Audio Technica cartridge there. And I have my Rob Zombie slip mat on there, as well as my Halloween 2 spinature. There you go. So that is that. And then we have, this was the receiver I was telling you about downstairs. So this is a model SX939 Pioneer receiver, but he's got some problems to it. I still use it up here, but it has a lot of problems, a lot of interference problems, makes these awful pops and different sounds. So if you guys by chance see this in this video and have any suggestions, let me know. I would be tickled to death if anybody could help me figure out what is wrong with this thing. So, and then again, like I said, we have the cubes here. So this is kind of some overflow, as well as I don't even want to show you the rest of everything else. But that's kind of how it goes with us collectors, isn't it? So, so this again, this is a Kallax cube that I got at IKEA. So this cube here is all Christmas music. So all the different Christmas albums that I have. And then over here, this is where I have a couple of the Garth Brooks box sets. And then here, and then down here as well are some more soundtrack overflows. So these are albums that some of them need to be sleeved as well and cataloged. And then this is all my 45s that I have in here. And Steve at Value Vinyl made me some awesome sleeves for some of them. So there you go. So they stay there. And then this cube, this is kind of my supply cube, which it needs to be organized better, but this is where I keep all my sleeves, inners and outers that I have. So I use the Vinyl Storage Solutions sleeves. So these are the dual pocket sleeves. If you guys are interested, I can definitely do a video on these, on showing you how they work and how I sleeve my records if you are interested. If not, I will link Vinyl Storage Solutions down below. Definitely go check them out. Quality products. Yes, they are going to be a little bit more expensive, but I think they're worth it. So yeah, I keep all my sleeves in this cube here. And then I use upstairs here, again, it's a small space. I'm serious. The ceiling is barely 6 feet tall and it angles down. So I don't need a lot of big speakers up here. So I found these Bose speakers at Goodwill, of all places. I think I spent under 20 bucks for them. So I've got a pair of nice Bose speakers. You can see them over there. So those fill up this room plenty for me. So yeah, that's kind of it. And you want me to show you something that's honest and true? And this probably goes for a lot of us. I'll show you something. Okay, you ready? You ready? Boom. Purge pile, purge pile. Things to get rid of, purge piles. So, isn't that true? That's kind of how it goes, isn't it? So, haven't decided what I'm gonna do with these. If I'm gonna take them to the record store or what. But these are things that, you know, I've had in the collection. Maybe you've got better copies of. Just don't listen to, duplicates, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm just being honest with you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you've made it this far, leave a comment that says purge pile in it, and I would love to see that, okay? Leave me some comments down below, anything you want. Let's talk. And hope you guys have a wonderful day. Go check out Bobby's video about the lottery. Get a video in, and who knows, you might be the lucky winner that'll win like 25 plus prizes. Wouldn't that be amazing? So, guys, have a wonderful day. Take care of each other. Be excellent to each other. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Green nail.